You are the father. An incredible hour of Maury starts now. In total, they've tested 17 men to find the fathers of their babies. Today, they're back with new men, new paternity tests. Megan is scared because this is the third time she's been on the show. Megan is testing 2 more men.
Megan and I are engaged to be married. I do think I'm Javion's father.
I thought I was the father. This is crazy.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you guys. I apologize. I'm sorry.
Shawn, Kayton, and Ellen and Claudia are back for the 4th time and more desperate than ever to find the father.
I want to find Cheyenne's daddy.
In the case of 23-month-old Cheyenne. Not. Forever is back, and she's testing Terrence for the 3rd time with her 3rd different child. Terrence, not. Selena's 3-year search continues.
We've got to end this today.
Tommy. New men, new tests, new paternity update drama. Everyone, this is Megan. Welcome, Megan. See, Megan is tenuous. Megan is delicate. Megan is scared. This is the 3rd time she's been on the show. You see, in the past, 2 men have been proven not to be the father of her 4-year-old son, Javion. But today, Megan hopes and believes. How cute is he? See, Megan hopes and believes the search is going to end now because we have given DNA tests to 2 more men. Her current fiance, Kayton, and her ex, Shawn. Now, Megan says one of them is definitely the father. But before we find out the results, take a look at Megan's past on the show. The first time Megan came to the show, she could not contain her anger that a man named Michael and his wife, Asia, denied her son.
He's doing this all because of her, you know what I'm saying? When we were together, he told me he didn't want nothing to do with her. He called me last night, talking about he loved me, he want to leave her and be with me and my son. Remember me. Baby daddy, hey,
Michael, you are not. We'll help you find the father. 3 months later, Megan came back to the show and was desperate for a man named David to be her son's dad.
I have no hope that David is my son's father.
Think how good a mother you've been.
I love him so much, Maury. That's my baby.
David, you are not.
Oh, my kid.
You hate looking at that, don't you?
Yes, Maury, I do. That's my son, Maury. And I messed up. I feel so guilty. I feel like I'm a bad mother to my son.
Well, guess what?
Maury.
You shouldn't.
That's my baby. That's my heart.
You shouldn't feel guilty. In fact, you should feel brave and courageous to keep on fighting the fight and to find out who the father is. So we have 2 people here. Yes. First of all, your current fiance, Kayton.
Yes, that's my heart. That's
So
my
your Kayton must be around Javion all the time.
all the time, Maury. He gets up with him and take him to school. He gets him dressed. He makes sure Javion has everything he needs. He loves him the best.
So what I want to know is, why haven't we thought about Kayton before?
Because when I had left, Kayton was gone. He had disappeared and moved to another state. And I just didn't even think about it at the time because I just thought about Michael and David at the time.
Okay. Let's talk about the other guy, Shawn, who, by the way, seems to be a good guy, too.
Yeah, he is. He's a wonderful guy. He wants to be Javion's father. He does stuff for Javion.
So both these guys.
Yeah, they love him to death.
Did you not think about Shawn before?
I did, but Shawn had moved to a different state too. I tried to get in contact with him when he seen me on the show twice. He called me out of nowhere and just was very upset with me. He was like, I seen you on the show. I thought Javion was my son. He said, why did you lie to me? I was like, I wasn't trying to lie to you. I just didn't want to hurt your feelings and make you move out of Javion's life.
So there they are. There are two of them. Think he looks like either one?
I think he favors Kayton a little bit more, but I think
Kayton's on the left.
Yeah, and I think he has Shawn's chin and lips.
You think it might be the first, the chin. I think I see a similarity in the chin.
Yeah.
What do you all think? Here's the problem. We got history here because Megan admits she's brought on other people, brought on two other guys.
Yes, and I feel so guilty. I feel embarrassed. I feel ashamed, and I feel like all this is my fault because I was young and I was dumb and I was doing stupid things at the time. So I really did mess up more.
And that's what you would tell all these other young girls, right?
Yes, I would tell them, don't do it. It's not worth it. Trust me, it's not. Having a baby is not what it all seems. It's not.
Okay. Have you thought about the possibility? There's always a possibility.
Maury, I thought about that
That
possibility.
neither one of these guys.
Yes, Maury, it drives me crazy, but if they're the father, Kayton is the father, it'll relieve a lot of stress. If Shawn is the father, then it'll relieve more stress. I want to get this done and over with.
Okay. Now, this is what Kayton had to say before the show. Watch.
Megan and I have always had our ups and downs, but I never thought for 1 minute that her son, Javion, wasn't mine. It was just 3 months ago when me and Megan got back together, I found out I may not be Javion's father. And then I found out she already tested 2 other men. There's another one here today. Oh, I'm pissed. When I found out the truth, I felt betrayed, and I couldn't believe it. I do think I'm Javion's father. That's my twin, and I love him with all my heart. Megan and I are engaged to be married, and if Javion is my son, it will complete our family. I'm hoping and praying he is.
Everybody welcome Kayton to the show. She says she feels guilty.
Yeah, she was young though. Mistakes happen, you know. That's
right.
You know.
And I said that she was courageous to continue to try to find the father.
Yeah, she's a very strong woman for that, you know.
Were you surprised when she brought 2 other guys?
Yeah, I was pissed.
You think you all look alike?
That's my little twin, yeah.
Does he call you dad?
Yeah.
He does?
Yes, he does.
You know the other fella?
I've heard of him. I talked to him before on the phone, but I don't know him like that, though.
You don't mind he's here, right?
Nah, I don't mind at all.
Do you think you're going to raise this child no matter what?
Yeah, even if I'm not the father.
This is what Shawn had to say. Wow.
For 4 years, I thought I was the father of Megan's son, Javion. It wasn't until I seen the Maury show that I realized that Megan was testing other men for the paternity of my son. I was shocked. I was angry. How could Megan lie to me for the past 4 years? Now here I am getting a DNA test, and there's another man getting tested too. This is crazy. My son Javion means the world to me. He's my heart, my soul. I can't imagine not being his father. If I'm not Javion's father, I'm going to be crushed.
All right, everybody, here's Shawn. Welcome, Shawn. So, Shawn, I like it when 2 guys say, I want to be the father, I'll step up. Love that. You think you're the father?
I hope I am.
And if you're the father, you'll, of course, take your place as the father. And if you're not, so be it.
Of course.
Okay? You know, I think we've waited long enough. Anything you want to say before I read the results?
Shawn, I'm sorry for lying to you. I never meant to hurt you. I apologize. I really, really do. I'm sorry. Kayton, baby, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you guys. I apologize. I'm sorry.
In the case of 4-year-old Javion, Shawn, you are not the father. Wait a second. Megan, this isn't over. Come on, dear. It's going to be over.
I'm sorry. Oh my God, I'm sorry.
All right. But we've got Kayton here. All right. We haven't read the result for Kayton. In the case of 4-year-old Javion Kayton, you are not the father. Megan. You got a man here. Megan, you got a man here who loves you. He said that no matter whether he was the father or not, he was going to be with that child. Okay?
I'm sorry, son. I'm sorry, son. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. God, no.
You are not. He was not the father, but will he stay with Megan? And Ellen and Claudia are back for the 4th time and more desperate than ever to find the father.
I want to find Cheyenne's daddy.
In the case of 23-month-old Cheyenne, not. Selena's 3-year search continues.
We've got to end this today.
Tommy. New men, new tests, new paternity update drama. Come on up, Claudia, dear. Does everybody remember Claudia? Yeah. Good morning, sweetie. Right up to the chair, okay? This is Ellen and her mother, Claudia. This is their 4th time on the show. 4. See, for the past year, they've been trying to find out who the father of Ellen's daughter, Cheyenne, is. They have tested 3 guys before. Today, they're testing the 4th man, a man named Chaz. Now, we've had now 1 baby, 4 men. See, Ellen and Chaz met singing karaoke. I never knew karaoke spawned relationships. But apparently it does. And although Ellen always suspected that Chaz was Cheyenne's dad, she didn't tell him till last week. So we've given Chaz a DNA test before we find out the results. Take a look at Ellen and Claudia's past appearances on the show.
Wilbur is a 2-time jerk. He got me pregnant, he gave me an STD, and he walked out on me and my baby. Wilbur's a lowlife. I'm the one that's scooting myself down to the store to buy Pampers while Wilbur's sitting home on his fat butt.
My baby looks Chinese. Does it look like I'm from Chinatown?
Wilbur, you are not. We were all shocked by these results. Shortly after that show, Claudia and Ellen came back with a 2nd man to test.
We were together for a month.
I'm the one that goes gets her diapers. I'm the one that goes to the store.
I am not the father.
Richard, you are not. Ellen and her mom, Claudia, came back to the show for the 3rd time, desperate for a man named Doug to be the father.
I'm tired of being the one that has to help. I shouldn't have to.
I'm 150% sure that he is the father.
Doug, you are not.
No.
What's it like looking at that?
It's emotional. I mean, it's so stressful to not know who your baby's father is.
Time you come here, you find out somebody's not the father. How tough is that?
It's really, really tough because, for one, my system has been messed up since then, okay?
Your physical system.
Yes.
In other words, what she's trying to say is, all right, she's seeing a doctor, and the doctor said there is something wrong with her system. She has not had her cycle, her female cycle, for over 2.5 years. That's why we are having a problem with trying to find Cheyenne's daddy. I want to find Cheyenne's daddy because I shouldn't have to be the one that has to go to the store and get Cheyenne's stuff. I'm hoping Chaz.
Well, tell me about Chaz, Ellen.
He is a sweetheart.
He is?
Yes.
Oh, yes, he is.
He is, oh my God. I'd move heaven and earth to be with him.
Really?
Yes. I want to be with Chaz.
You think they look alike?
Oh my God, yes.
Really?
Yes. Their nose and their eyes.
Nose and eyes.
More. He has a little
boy.
boy.
An 8-year-old boy.
Uh-huh.
They look identical.
You know Chaz said he had a vasectomy.
Oh, yes.
I don't think it went right.
You don't think it went right? Well, guess what? Let's find out what Chaz all right? This is what he had to say before the show. What?
I'm Chaz, and I'm the fourth man to be given a DNA test for Ellen's daughter, Cheyenne. Because of circumstances out of my control, I could not be on the show today. But I do want to know the results of the DNA test. Just 1 week ago, I got a call from Ellen saying there was a possibility that I was her daughter's father. I did sleep with her once. I just don't think I'm this baby's father. I had a procedure done, and I can't have any more kids. I just can't be a father to a baby that's not mine.
You can understand that, all right? So he can't be here today, but what's going to happen is, when we find out the result, you're going to call him. Well, let's do it. In the case of 23-month-old Cheyenne, Chaz, who could not be here today, is not the father.
No.
You have a lovely granddaughter.
I know I do.
You do. Okay. All right? And you're going to continue to take care of her until we find out who the father is. She's coming down the ramp. And you'll call Chaz, right, and tell him. Claudia, you all have to stay together because you all need each other for strength, you know?
Yes, I know. I'm sorry.
After finding out that the fourth man tested Chaz was not the father of her baby, Ellen and her mother, Claudia, immediately wanted to call Chaz and tell him the results.
We got the results, honey.
Okay.
You're not the father. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Chaz. Are you going to forgive me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Chaz.
I really hope that you guys find, the father, because the baby does need to be taken care of.
Thank you, Chaz. We love you.
Not. Forever is back, and she's testing Terrence for the third time with her third different child. Not. Selena's 3-year search continues.
We've got to end this today.
Tommy. You are the father.
Get off my stage!
We've got to end this today.
New men, new tests, new paternity update drama. This is what happens when you grow up in different places. Here's my next guest. I would call her Forever. But Forever says her name is Forever. Forever's 6th time on the show. And she's still proud. After testing 5 men, Forever has failed to find the father of her daughter Eternity and her son Christopher. But now, Forever's back because she has a new baby named Sincere. And she is sure that a man named Terrence is the father. Now, if Terrence looks familiar, it's because he's already been proven not to be the father of Forever's first 2 children. So let's take a look back at Forever's journey on our show. The first time we met Forever, she was furious.
I am 1,000% sure that Terrence is my daughter's father. You mean you have the dad?
Not my baby.
You are not. Forever returned to our show with a second man.
1,010% sure.
Not my baby. You are not. The third time Forever appeared on our show, she tested 2 more men.
Out of them 2, one of them is the daddy.
Neither one of us is the father of this child.
How do you know he's not?
Look at this. He white. What is it?
You are not. And Lee, you are not.
I'm glad you ain't the daddy.
Forever returned to the show for the 4th time with the 5th man.
He needs to stand up and be a man.
If child, what would you do?
I would jump off the Empire State Building.
You are not. Forever put her search for Eternity's dad on hold, but came back to the show with Terrence, the first man proven not to be the father. This time, they were in a relationship, and he wanted a DNA test for her new baby, Christopher. You're positive he's Christopher's dad.
Yeah, I'm very positive.
You are not.
It's over.
You decided to put your search for the fathers of Eternity and Christopher on hold.
Yeah, they well taken care of. They don't need no father because they got me as a mother and a father, so they don't need no father.
There you go. But you had another child.
Yeah, men was back and forth, you know what I'm saying?
And now Terrence says he's not the father of your newest baby, Sincere.
Yeah, that's what he say.
You're mad at him, but you've already had him here trying to be the father of the other kids, and he wasn't the father. So can you understand how he would doubt this child?
It don't matter if he doubting my child. I know he's the father.
Did he come to the hospital when you were pregnant?
He came to the hospital, Maury. I mean, he looked in the window.
He looked in the window?
He looked in the window and left and said it wasn't his father.
That's not a pet show.
Yeah, he looked in the window and left. He looked in the window and left.
He didn't sign the birth certificate.
No, yeah, he signed the birth certificate.
Oh, he did?
He signed the birth certificate.
Oh, wow.
That's what he did do.
But
that's what he did do.
Here's the thing. Your son was sick in the hospital.
Yes, my son was sick, Maury. My baby was born early with nobody there. He wouldn't even come up there. He wouldn't even come to see the baby. He'll come to the door, wouldn't even go in, Maury.
Did he have anything to do with the naming?
Yeah, he the one named him. He the one named him, Maury.
Named him.
He named my baby. Ooh. He named him.
So last night we sat down with Terrence, and this is why he is denying this child.
This is the 3rd time that Forever brought me out here trying to pin a baby on me. It just won't happen. Forever is a neighborhood whore, and everybody knows it. This baby could belong to several hundred men. Why she choosing me? When Forever got pregnant, I hadn't seen her in 9 whole months. Next time I see her, she was 6 months pregnant. You do the math. Forever is just obsessed with me. She done brought me out here 3 different times for 3 different kids. Get over it. I am not your baby's daddy. Forever, I done embarrassed you 2 different times on national TV. And today is gonna be the 3rd time when Maury says you are not the father.
Here he is, Terrence. Terrence, welcome him back.
What? What you mean you ain't the father? You was all backstage? Now I'm inside now. You told me you ain't the father. You got me messed up. You got me bent. You got me bent. 6 months. Soon as we left the show, you was all up in this. So quit lying. Quit lying. Quit lying. Quit lying. For real.
Me and everybody in.
When was this? Somebody love me. Yeah,
That
boo
ba-
back, baby.
look,
Boo
look,
back,
look,
baby.
look.
Boo back, baby. Boo back, baby.
Yes or no?
Look.
Hell
Look.
no.
Hell yeah.
no. Hell no. Hell no. Out of this the 3rd time, it will never be me.
Boo back.
It can never be my.
Sit down.
No,
Sit down.
step it up.
Okay, I'm gonna say.
Step it up.
I'm gonna say step. She
Step
said
it
step my
up.
game up.
I don't
Why
know,
your
okay?
shoes messed up?
Okay, why you not messed up? Why you not messed up? Why you not messed up?
Nice. Look, I'm fresh. I'm all new. I'm all new. All new. All new. Is that Maury?
Why are you putting her down?
I'm not putting her down. I'm just telling the truth.
You
She's trying to say this baby mine. Look at it. The baby can't be mine. How many times have her kids been? How many times have her kids been mine?
Right? Okay, don't lie for the camera. Don't lie for the camera.
Why the hell this one mine? Baby mine, I haven't seen her. I haven't seen her for 9 whole months. And then when I see her, she's 6 months pregnant.
Soon as we left the show, he was,
Cut it out.
You signed the birth certificate.
She a damn lying.
You didn't sign the birth certificate.
I wasn't even. She said I came to the hospital. Look through the mirror. It's mad.
You can't.
So I signed the birth
After the
certificate.
baby was born. That was after the baby was born. That was after the baby was born. It was after the baby was born. Okay. I got get with me. You want me to get it? You want me to get it? Cause your name on there.
Are gonna
That's the result.
Anyway.
In the case of 5-month-old Sincere, Terrence, you are not the father.
I don't even care. You don't even take care of my baby anyway.
You're a good mother to your kids. You want us to help continue to find out?
I already know who it is. There was only one other dude, and I know exactly who it is.
Okay. You think he'll hit on you?
Yeah, he gonna get on me. He gonna be there. He gonna... That's not no hope. My mama didn't raise no hope.
You are the father. Kayton is now denying Teresa's new baby.
He was doing a good job. I was holding our secret.
She was drugged and raped by a Caucasian man.
This is a white man's baby. You hear me?
Does that look like a white baby?
No. So it's my fault that I got raped.
Yeah,
it's my fault.
Yeah, it's your fault.
Kayton. New men, new tests, new paternity update drama. This is Teresa. Now, 3 months ago, Teresa came to the show furious that a man named Kayton was denying her son, 1-year-old Trisha. Now, a DNA test proved that Kayton was the father. Now, they're back. The two of them are back for another DNA test because Kayton is now denying Teresa's new baby, 1-month-old Siasia. So before we find out why Kayton is denying this child, take a look at their first appearance.
I'm mad. I'm pissed off. How can you deny that beautiful baby? He's stupid. He's a deadbeat daddy.
And you're positive.
He's my child's father.
Why does he say this about you and the cable guy?
Because he was getting free cable, so why he worrying about it?
I know I'm not the father of Shawn, and Teresa better stop pinning this baby on me. I even heard Teresa had sex with a man for $10.
I'm not no hoe. My mama didn't raise no hoe. You gonna take it?
I have doubt in my mind that baby ain't mine, because she said she cheated. It's not my baby girl. You gonna look stupid as hell.
Kayton, you are the father.
I'm gonna take care of my baby. That's my little dog, man. I got him, you hear me? I got him.
Okay, so now this is unbelievable. Because on the last show, Teresa was actually keeping a heartbreaking secret from Kayton. That she was, on that last show, 7 months pregnant. In fact, right up until she went into labor, Kayton had no idea she was pregnant. But there was a reason for the deception. Because around the time that Teresa got pregnant, she was drugged and raped by a Caucasian man. So it was only until baby Siasia was born that she knew in her heart that Siasia was Kayton's, not the guy who raped her. So we better clear something up because this was a terrible thing that you went through.
It was devastating because that's embarrassing, and I felt like I was a hoe because somebody took advantage of me.
But let me tell you how brave Teresa was. She went and prosecuted that man.
Yeah.
That man is in jail. Wasn't fiance sympathetic?
No, because
He wasn't
at
sympathetic?
first he cried, but he called me a whore. I was a takeoff. He talked about my newborn baby, call her a white baby, call her a whore. You don't call no child no whore.
Does that look like a white baby?
No, no.
Does he think it is?
Yeah, she's innocent. She didn't ask to be here. She didn't ask to be here at all. And it don't make no sense at all.
Before we bring Kayton out here, this is what he had to say.
Look, I'm not a bad guy. And after Trisha proved that Shawn was mine, I stepped up and took care of my responsibility. But now I'm back for a second DNA test, but this time, I'm 100% sure that I'm not the father of Teresa's new baby. How can I be the father of Teresa's baby when I called her house and they told me she was in labor? I didn't even know she was pregnant. Me and Trisha wasn't even together when she got pregnant. This is a white man's baby. You hear me? Trisha, I just want to let you know, this is all your fault. Today, we will find out the truth.
All right, here he is, Kayton. Welcome to
How you doing?
So it's my fault that I got raped?
Yeah, it's your
It's
fault.
my fault?
Yeah, it's your fault.
It's my fault, though?
It's your fault.
Okay,
can't
it's
say
my
that.
fault.
It's one thing to go out with somebody. It's another thing to get raped and call it her fault.
You're right.
Do you have 20/20 vision?
Nope. But it's clear not me.
You think that baby's half white?
My kids have a distinct, my eyebrows.
Look at her eyebrows.
Look at them. Look at her eyebrows and look at mine.
Nose.
How about the other child? The other child looked like you.
Yeah, he does.
You didn't think it was yours either.
Because she lied.
All right. All I want to know, if this is your child, you'll take care of this child the way
I'm not doing nothing because this ain't my child.
Okay.
Well, wait a second. If it is your child.
If?
Yes.
Maury, you know, if was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. If she is my child, I'm going to take care of my
We're going to find out. In the case of 1-month-old Syasia, Kayton, you are not.
You hear me? Come on, man. Come on, man. Can I get an apology, please? Can I please get an apology?
I apologize.
But you know what? You know what? She know I'm still gonna be there for her.
Wait a second. I've got to ask Trisha something. Was it the result of the rape?
I know it's his.
The result of the rape.
You know I'm still gonna be by your side, man. I'm gonna help you in anything you.
No.
But I understand, but we can't do nothing about it now. So now you know. You hear me? But I'm still gonna help you out. If you need help, don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. She gonna know me as her daddy. I'm her daddy. I'm gonna be her daddy.
Not. Talina's 3-year search continues, except this time with a man who wants to be the father.
We've got to end this today.
Tommy. You are the father.
Get off my stage.
We've got to end this today.
New men, new tests, new paternity update drama. Everyone, this is Talina. It has been 3 years since Talina first came to the show trying to find out the father of her 2 sons, Malachi and Isaiah. You see, it's been a very emotional journey for Talina because after getting 6 DNA tests, she has been unsuccessful in finding either of their dads. But she's back, and she believes her son Malachi will finally have a father because she's positive that her fiance, Tommy, is the dad. But before we find out the new paternity test results, this is Talina's history on our show. Talina's journey started 3 years ago when she revealed a shocking secret to her sister, Tabitha.
I sleep with Brian behind your back. I'm positive that Malachi is your husband.
Was Brian the father of his wife's sister's son? Brian, you are not the father.
Yes.
Talina came back to the show 2 more times, trying to find Malachi's dad. First, we tested Brian's nephew, Nathan. You are not the father.
Then we tested her brother-in-law's brother.
Brian's brother, the man that would not appear on the show, is not.
Talina decided to put her search for Malachi's dad on hold and focus her attention on her son Isaiah. This journey started with another shocking confession.
At the time I had got pregnant with him, I had slept with 8 guys.
8? Tommy is the first guy of the 8.
Yeah.
Tommy, you are not the father.
2 more of the 8 men were given paternity tests.
James, you are not the father. Nathan, you are not. Then Talina put everything to rest because it's been 2 years since you've been on the show. Now, you're with a guy now, right?
Right.
Tommy?
Yes.
You're engaged to him?
Yes.
He's a father to your son Malachi?
He's the father to all my kids. He's great.
Why do you want to chance this?
Because my son, he's got to know who his father is, Maury.
How old is Malachi now?
He's 4. He's got to. We've got to end this today. If we don't, Maury, it'll be devastating for my whole family.
Your relationship with Tommy could change, couldn't it?
Oh, yeah, dramatically.
You think he might leave if he's not the father?
I honestly think he'll leave if he's not the father.
You finally figured out why you slept around.
Yeah, I did. I think that I've got a sex addiction.
You did?
Honestly, yes, I do.
Okay. This is what Tommy had to say before the show. Watch this.
I love Talina and I want to settle down with her and get married and have a family. I know Talina has give DNA tests to other men, but I really don't care. I love Malachi and I believe I am his father. Me and Talina was in a relationship when she got pregnant. And I've been there from day one for her son. And I pray this child is mine so we can both of us move on.
Here's Tommy, everybody. He's a good guy. Welcome him. Tommy, nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Tommy, why are we taking this chance?
It's something we got to do.
How long have you been around that child?
The whole time.
The whole
Since he was
time?
born, yeah.
He thinks of you as his father.
Yes.
And what happens if this test proves that you're not the birth father?
I'm going to still be there.
You know Tabitha and Brian?
Yeah.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
They're all part of the family, right?
Yeah.
They've been very good, right?
Yeah. They've been very good to me and too.
Okay. Are you ready for this chance? You ready to take this chance?
I've got to, yes.
Okay. Here we go. In the case of 4-year-old Malachi, Tommy,
We have the DNA results. Next.
We've got to end this today.
New men, new tests, new paternity update drama.
it has been 3 years since Talina first came to the show trying to find out the father of her 2 sons, Malachi and Isaiah. After getting 6 DNA tests, she has been unsuccessful in finding either of their dads. Brian, you are not the father. You are not the father. Brian's brother, the man that would not appear on the show, is not the father. Tommy, you are not the father. James, you are not the father. Nathan, you are not. But she's back, and she believes her son Malachi will finally have a father because she's positive that her fiance, Tommy, is the dad. In the case of 4-year-old Malachi, Tommy, you are not the dad.
okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We are still a family. It's okay. It's okay. Hey, we're still a family, okay? It's okay.
I'm so sorry.
It's all right. We're gonna get this. It's okay. It's okay.
You are not.
He was not the father, but will he stay with Megan?
We've got to end this today.
New men, new tests, new paternity update drama.
Man and I are engaged to be married. I'm hoping and praying he is.
Kayton, you are not.
He was not the father, but will he stay with Megan?
Me and my son are gonna be okay, and I got Kayton as my son's father, and he's gonna be a good man.
I'm still gonna be there. We're gonna be a family still. Get happily married. Come back.
You are the father.